This is Gadget Stop 321. In today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at the disc-bound notebooks and planners that my daughter and I are using right now. I'm using the Compact Punch with the junior size leather notebook and the letter size leather notebook. I'm using both of those for school right now. And in the junior size, I'm using the academic planner insert. Now this started out as a notebook, and I bought the academic planner inserts to use in it. I've also got regular notebook paper that I use in it. I bought some grid paper to use in it. I haven't used it yet. And I've got this new dot grid paper. I've put some in it and I haven't used it yet, but it feels a little bit different than the regular lined paper, so I'm going to do a pen test with it later. I bought the weekly and monthly planner for my sister as a gift, and if you compare it to the notebook, the planner comes with bigger rings. And when I got the planner inserts for my notebook, since I'm using it for school, I usually just throw away all the summer months. And it also comes with some reference pages. I throw all the reference pages away. So the smaller rings, the thinner notebook works for me. Let's see. I also picked up one of the small notebooks. Now I don't see these on their website, but I usually find these in stores, and they've got the little replacement paper you can get to go in it. These are really good for, I use it as an ink journal, but they're also good for you could use it as a recipe book or an address book. And this is my daughter's notebook. She uses it as a journal, and she's taken all her personal stuff out. That's one of the good things about it. You can take your stuff out as you need to and replace it. She uses it as a journal and as a school planner. To-do list. She'll come in from school and make a list of stuff she's needing to do, assignments she needs to do, and she likes to use these page flags with it. She likes those. Now this is a plastic poly cover, and it makes a much thinner notebook. You can get these in the letter size also if you want to use it as a notebook for school. Let's see. One of the things I wanted to show you was the difference between the planner that you buy and the inserts you can get. The planner that you buy as a planner has the bigger rings like I showed. The planner has these tabs. This one starts with January. Let me see. Looks like it has some reference pages in the front. Some personal information. Some year at a glance. And then it gets right into the planner itself. Starts in January. But then behind the monthly pages, it has these little checklist planning pages. That's different, and the weekly pages are a little bit different than the weekly pages in the academic insert. Let me see. This is the notebook that I use throughout the day. If I have inserts, I'll punch them with the punch, or if I have handouts. I've got a few note pages. I have some dot grid that I have yet to try. I used to use this kind of as a journal at school. Now I've gotten to where I pretty much use it just to take notes about students that are absent. And one of the things my daughter and I have both noticed about our planners, we use them more for recording things that are happening than for advanced planning. And we've also noticed that the busier we get, the less we use it. My finals week, I recorded a lot less information than I did in weeks leading up to finals week. So we use it more for record keeping. So this is the monthly view in the academic planner, and then it goes straight into the weekly pages. And each day on the regular planner has 10 lines that you can write on, where the academic planner only has 7 lines you can write on. Let's see. The regular planner has a smaller notes section. It actually has a small notes section on the left and a smaller notes section on the right. The academic planner has a larger notes section, and it shows, the regular planner shows the current month and 2 previous and the next 2 months coming up, whereas the academic planner shows the current month and the month before and 1 month after. I'm really enjoying the junior size planner. Now, I carry both of these in my backpack every day to school, and I've done that for years, and they have held up really well. There are a few little nicks in the cover, but not bad. There's a little rough spot right here, but it's not really visible, and they've held up really well. So my sister saw a video that I did about my planner, and she liked the looks of it, and I asked her if she would want one for Christmas, and she liked that idea. Now, let's see, they've got the leather covers, but now they also have these covers that look kind of like leather, but they've got a rubbery feel to them. I'm not sure how well they would stand up to lots of use, but you know, they're a nice looking option. Let me see. I wanted to do a writing test. Let's see. I'm going to try the dot grid, and I noticed, let me get a flat surface. I noticed when I was going through this, my letter size ARC notebook, I use more of a lap desk here at home. Even though I carry it back and forth to school, I throw stuff in it from school that I might need to reference later. I've noticed in all the notebooks, the very small one up to this larger one, the regular lined paper all performs the same. It's fountain pen friendly. You can see that in my ink journal. I've used really fine nibs all the way up to really broad writing nibs, and they don't bleed through. But I noticed when I was looking through these before I started filming that the grid paper felt more similar. The grid paper is not as smooth as the lined paper. It feels more like this dot grid paper. So I'm going to do a writing test on both of these and see how they perform. Okay. I've got let's see, this is a Lamy Studio. It's got a fine nib on it. Actually, it's extra fine, but it writes pretty broad for an extra fine. One of the things I want to mention that I really like about these notebooks is the pen loop. It's got a really thick pen loop. It works great for thinner pencils as long as it has a clip on it, all the way up to broad or thick fountain pens like this. They all fit in there great. This one has the pen loop. The the two smaller notebooks, the planner and the notebook, both have those nice pin loops. Now the poly covers don't have a pin loop with them. They have a little clip-on pin loop, and I should have brought that up here to film it. That clips right here, and then you put the pin in right here. I'm not as crazy about it because then you can't stack stuff on top of it. But, okay, let's do a quick writing test. This is a Lamy Studio with an extra fine nib. I can see a little bit of show through, just a little bit, maybe a little bit more than the lined paper. Yeah, there's hardly no show through. This paper feels maybe a little bit thicker than this. That's one of the differences. Not a lot thicker. But there's a little bit more show through, but no bleed through. So it is still fountain pen friendly. Let me check this grid paper. Yeah, now this paper's pretty thick and there's no show through there. So wait a minute, it's thicker because I had two sheets. But yeah, it's still pretty thick and hardly no show through, absolutely no bleed through. So as far as the Staples brand, the ARC notebooks, they're fountain pen friendly. They're great. I've been really happy with them. They're very durable and I just like how customizable they are. If you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel.